kita akan bicara dengan Caca, Marshanda tentang latar belakangnya, tentang sehari-harinya itu gimana. Apa kabar, Cak?
Baik, baik sekali.
Alhamdulillah. Cak, yang aku mau nanya itu Caca mulai jadi aktris itu kapan? Jadi pemain sinetron, iklan, film?
Kalau pertamanya itu aku main di iklan. Itu kelas 1 SD. I was
6 years old.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 or 6 years old. Terus aku mulai ikut fashion show, jadi foto-foto untuk majalah sampai kelas 6 SD, 12 tahun. Dan di situ aku pertama main sinetron kelas 5. Kelas 5 main sinetron dulu, tapi cuma 2 episode. And then aku main Bidadari 1 tahun kemudian. Gitu.
Okay.
Terus
Dan setelah itu progresnya?
lanjut terus ya. Jadi dari aku pertama main sinetron Bidadari, setelahnya aku beruntun syuting sinetron, dan antar sinetron itu paling breaknya antara 1 sampai 3 bulan.
Wow.
Tapi lanjut terus, dan itu sambil aku sekolah.
Sekolahnya tapi lancar terus?
Sekolah lancar terus, jadi memang kayak dealnya dari mama, if you love doing this, kalau suka acting, suka syuting, nyanyi, itu sekolah tetap harus jalan. Jadi setiap kali aku syuting apapun, udah kayak sutradaranya, produser yang dulu pernah kerja sama aku, mereka udah tahu kalau Caca syutingnya setelah pulang sekolah, dan kalau misalnya lagi waktunya ujian, itu aku break seminggu misalnya.
Gak capek, Cak, dari sekolah, dari pagi gitu, terus langsung masuk lokasi syuting?
Honestly ya, from what I realize, aku justru semakin sibuk kok semakin gak capek ya. Kalau aku look back ya, dulu aku tuh semangatnya makin senang karena there's a lot of arena dimana aku bisa mengasah potensi aku dan see myself grow. Jadi di sekolah aku suka banget sekolah, ketemu teman-teman, belajar. I was kind of like a geek, I love studying. And then begitu syuting, aku juga di challenge lagi untuk sisi kreatif aku, sisi seni. Jadi kayak so many arena to play on gitu.
What was your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject, oh my god,
Terlalu banyak ya?
Di SMA ya?
Di SMA.
Bukan kuliah ya? Soalnya kalau waktu kuliah aku paling suka segala sesuatu yang berhubungan sama psikologi. Tapi kan kalau SMA, SMP belum ada tuh. So I think, to be honest, awalnya aku benci banget sama subjek IPA, segala sesuatu yang math, kimia. Aku kan ambil IPA. Awalnya tuh it was so hard, susah minta ampun, dan nilaiku tuh jelek terus. But then I found this guru les, dan dia tuh enak banget ngajarnya. Dia membuat IPA semuanya itu kimia lah, fisika itu jadi gampang.
So he made it interesting for
He
you.
made
gitu
it interesting sampai aku jadi kayak wow, this becomes easy, dan nilaiku jadi naik. Nah di situ aku suka. So it depends also sama teachernya juga sih, how they
Setuju banget sih.
carry the lessons.
Because setiap kali di setiap hal ya itu memang it's important to have a good teacher for whatever is it you do.
Totally agree. Yes.
Who was your mentor? Did you have a mentor when you first started working? Was it somebody you looked up to? Mau jadi kayak orang itu gitu?
No, I had no mentor. So it was like I love doing this. Terus aku casting casting untuk sinetron. Terus aku masuk, and then aku menjalani semua itu learning by doing until I meet one by one di tengah jalan gitu. Dengan orang-orang yang aku anggap adalah mentor aku. Ada yang pemain juga, ada yang sutradara. And then I became close with them, yang mereka tuh banyak ngasih input. Sebenarnya lo bisa lebih bagus kalau gini, Ca. You have a talent, tapi di bagian sini you see you can improve this way. Dan dia ngasih tahu entah dari teknik, entah dari how I should feel, how I should analyze the scenario, gitu-gitu. Jadi kayak sambil jalan.
A journey of life gitu ya,
Yes.
meeting people along that.
Yes, di tengah jalan aku ketemu dengan orang-orang, dan aku juga menyadari when I was 15 the importance of having a mentor in any area, ternyata ya, nggak cuma di pekerjaan aja gitu. So I become consistently looking for mentors gitu, orang untuk belajar dalam bidang.
For me sih, I feel kalau seumpamanya di bidang satu, mentornya udah ini, not necessarily di bidang yang lain bisa mentornya sama. Itu kan bukan kayak guru ya. Kalau guru kan itu in all aspects, itu beda. Tapi kalau mentor, like you're in this stage of life, itu you find one mentor. Then you move on to the next stage of life.
Iya benar, I experience that. Jadi kayak ada mentor dalam bidang bisnis, I have a coach gitu. Misalnya if I wanna do business, and then dalam bidang acting ada juga, dan itu pun berganti seiring waktu gitu. These coaches are people that I work with temporarily. Terus nanti one day aku bisa kayak oke, yang sama ini udah selesai,
gitu,
yes. And then I meet a new one, misalnya spiritual coach pun juga gitu, spiritual guru itu juga gitu. Nanti di different phase of life beda lagi.
Yes,
That's
because
totally.
when you are umur berapa gitu, you need certain things that you can get from one particular coach. Tapi once you've outgrown that, bukan, it's not necessary that itu coach will be perfect for that phase of life kan?
Yes, that's correct, benar banget sih itu.
That's very true, itu benar banget. Sebagai wanita di professional world ya, bukan hanya di acting tapi juga di business. Apakah pernah ada sesuatu yang terjadi yang merasa Caca itu, yang bikin Caca merasa nggak nyaman atau fearful atau gimana?
Aku punya ini sih, rasa tidak nyaman dengan sosok, atau misalnya aku punya teman kerja atau whoever that I work with or who I meet, nggak usah sampai tahap kerja deh, baru tahap meeting aja misalnya, kita belum do anything together, tapi kita kan bisa ngerasain ya saat orang merasa they put themselves in a place yang lebih superior than me.
Okay.
In a way that bukan secara position atau secara experience. Kalau memangnya faktanya memang dia lebih banyak experience, that's a different story. I'm talking about the superiority yang apa ya, nggak wise, in terms yang nggak wise gitu. Superiority yang kayak I'm more than you, so I can something yang mereka miliki dan mereka juga tidak menyadari itu. That makes them feel like mereka boleh jadi entah semena-mena atau don't work with me professionally or take advantage of me or disrespectfully, apa ya, bertindak yang disrespectful ke aku, stuff like that.
So you don't like it kalau ada yang look down on you gitu ya?
Look down on me
in a disrespectful manner because orang itu merasa bahwa dia tuh yang lebih tinggi, lebih superior gitu.
Iya, iya. Tapi yang dia punya kebutuhan, kan ada ya orang yang kita lihat dia punya kebutuhan untuk diakui. Tapi ada juga yang orang begitu, tapi dia nggak punya kebutuhan untuk menjatuhkan orang lain atau mengebawahkan orang lain. Tapi ketika dia punya rasa kayak, oh gue boleh gini karena gue lebih superior. Nah itu tuh, dan itu apa ya, very apa ya, karena aku peka, so I can tell gitu ketika ada orang-orang yang merasa mereka seperti itu. Nah itu membuat orang merasa kayak, oh jadi lo kayak gitu ya, oke. So we're not in the same
on the same page
frequency
gitu,
deh, gitu.
Sebagai orang tua, I have 2 children, you have a daughter. Sebagai orang tua tuh you always try to protect your children dari yang segala yang not good, segala that is not good for their education, for their health, their well-being gitu. Pas Caca mulai kerja, apalagi kan udah dari sekolah terus langsung ke syuting, itu how were your parents about that?
Mama sih dulu dia ngelihat aku punya ketertarikan yang besar banget dalam bidang ini gitu ya, dalam bidang seni, di dunia entertainment. Terus she was always very supportive dan nggak pernah mengatur dan nggak pernah apa ya, she lets me learn at my own pace and let me blossom at my own on my own terms gitu dalam bidang seni. So ya, dia paling punya fundamental rule-nya adalah ya pendidikan tetap harus jalan minimal sampai S1 selesai, dan ya udah gitu. Jadi sambil syuting kayak nyanyi kayak bikin album apapun itu, tapi sekolah tetap nggak di skip. Dan satu hal lagi yang spesial yang aku belajar dari mama adalah I'm not saying that my mom is a perfect person, dia punya ada hal-hal yang kita pernah miskomunikasi juga, but one gila thing that amazes me until today that I learned from her, bahwa jangan pernah merasa Caca itu lebih spesial karena Caca artis sehingga merasa boleh dapat dispensasi dari sekolah, contohnya gitu. Atau jangan pernah misalnya lagi ngantri di klinik dokter mana terus ngerasa oh saya bisa dilebihin karena saya public figure, you know, stuff like that. Kayak jadi mama tuh mengajarkan aku untuk put myself
gitu ya.
Put myself sama seperti rakyat Indonesia lainnya gitu. Don't just because aku public figure, aku ada follower berapa, jadi aku ngerasa kayak oh I'm more than all of you. Nah itu yang dari zaman sekolah dari kecil tuh itu udah ingrained in me without her telling me verbally about this. Tapi itu udah kayak she's showing by example.
That's beautiful. Because kalau seumpamanya memang you can remain humble, itu kan there is no limit to where you can go. Tapi kalau udah merasa that oh you know I'm at the top and I deserve all this, itu ya udah you're here, you can't go anywhere else kan. Tapi if you're humble, ya sky's the limit.
I think that's true.
Yeah. Caca tadi bilang psychology. Why psychology?
Because I'm always interested in how people operate in their mind, in their heart, in their how they relate with other people, dan kenapa orang, dan ini erat banget hubungannya sama keaktoran yang sebenarnya, because dalam berakting kita harus mengerti psikologisnya karakter kita. Jadi dengan aku suka sama ilmu psikologi itu malah memperkaya dan ngebantu banget sebenarnya ketika aku berakting gitu. Dan aku suka itu karena it's very interesting, gak hanya di pekerjaan dalam aku menjadi seorang aktris aja, tapi dalam my personal life, when I have a relationship with my family, with whoever that is, itu bisa diimplement gitu loh, ilmu yang aku tahu, yang aku pelajarin, kita bisa lihat langsung di dunia nyata. Begitu pulang misalnya bisa dari workshop, aku pernah ngambil misalnya diploma hipnoterapi, atau aku pernah ngambil juga how to be a counselor, atau aku pernah ngambil seminggu gitu full. Aku karena suka aja sih, bukannya pengen beneran menjadi itu gitu. And then I go home and then I see, oh I realize ternyata selama ini dia begini karena ternyata dia punya past, dia pernah mengalami ini, so I become more compassionate with them, you know, stuff like that. Membuat aku suka psikologi.
So it makes you understand people more also ya?
Iya, lebih bisa berempati, lebih bisa compassion, dan nggak jadi apa ya, nggak mengkotak-kotakan orang lain based on apa ya, judgments yang bisa jadi nggak fair buat mereka. Hanya karena kita nggak tahu lebih dalam.
Caca punya anak?
Yes.
Umur berapa?
7 tahun.
Cewek?
Cewek.
Namanya siapa?
Sienna.
Sienna, what a beautiful name.
I love that name.
Yeah, it's cakep banget dan merdu banget.
Sienna.
Yeah.
Sienna double N.
Like the
Kayak
color.
Sienna Miller.
Like the color also.
Yeah, the color and the city di Italia kan ada kota namanya Sienna juga.
So ada dreams ntar mau settle down di sana?
Enggak sih sebenarnya, karena when I was pregnant, I just love that name aja, Sienna, without knowing the meaning. Artinya tuh apa? I didn't even look for the arti. Jadi I love Sienna Miller so much. Terus dari gitu aku ambil aja nama Sienna itu because I love that name. As simple as that. Nama belakangnya adalah Amira Kasyafani. Nah, Amira itu artinya permaisuri, Kasyafani itu nama ayahnya, nama belakang ayahnya.
Wow, okay.
Sienna Amira Kasyafani.
Nama panggilannya apa, Cak?
Nena. She created that by herself.
Yeah, okay. I have a daughter, 39 this month, and dia tuh before she was born, in fact tuh aku udah suka banget namanya Ananya.
That's beautiful.
Suka banget dari dulu banget.
I never heard of that name though.
It's a very Indian name, it's a very Sanskrit name. Tapi dari pas lagi hamil dengan anak pertama aja itu I was already like, okay, kalau seumpama ini cewek, I want to name her Ananya. So it became that, okay, yang pertama cowok. Jadi aku lagi cerita, my daughter's name is Ananya. And setelah aku udah kasih nama Ananya, baru then I was like, okay, ini artinya apa ya, by the way, I don't even know that.
Okay.
Ternyata it is the name of a Hindu, of the Hindu goddess, one of the names gitu, and it means powerful. And I was like, wow, okay, you know, ternyata ini udah pas banget deh for her. Because in today's world, I feel semua yang kamu wanita itu harus I'm not saying harus injakin laki ya, no, not at all. Tapi ya we also need to know that you know what, we're equals. Karena memang kita tuh nggak ada, kalaupun ada kelemahan, ya udah we can make it into a strength, you know. Because yang sekarang yang aku lihat itu banyak banget yang cewek-cewek pada masuk ke dunia kerja, tapi then ya harus ini itu, and they give up before they've even started. Padahal sebagai wanita who is an actress, who has a business, who is a mother, who is a daughter, who is a sister, itu kan you wear a lot of hats, ya. Jadi as a woman, I feel you can do it all. There's nothing that you can't do, right?
True.
And what do you teach your daughter about today's world gitu?
Kalau about today's world, aku lebih, how do I paraphrase this ya? I teach her bit by bit ya, bit by bit, because she's only 7 kan. So I teach her a lot about how to respect others, but also how to be unafraid of your own potential. Because some people, ada yang punya very very huge potential to shine bright, but they're afraid of their own light, so they dim their light to make other people comfortable.
Okay.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And I see my daughter, she has a very pure heart, and she has a lot of energy. Terus she's very cheerful, dia suka dancing. Kalau dia asah bakat-bakatnya she's a fast learner. So I teach her to don't ever dim your light just because someone else is feeling uncomfortable because of that. So just be you, be fearless. Tapi kita tahu gitu loh bahwa dunia tuh ada certain things that we have to adjust and understand.
I think that's very true because kalau aku sih pas dulu itu dibelajarin sama orang tua, ya be yourself. If you have an opinion, raise that opinion. Just don't ever be rude. You were saying about your daughter, dim your light, itu gimana?
Iya, jadi aku selalu encourage dia to feel whatever she's feeling, to express. Untuk kalau dia lagi pengen nyanyi, kalau dia lagi pengen dance, just do it. And I always show welcoming energy gitu, dan supporting her when she's happy especially. Because aku pernah beberapa kali punya either sahabat atau orang yang bisa dibilang in my inner circle lah ya, yang I'm a very peka person, so I can tell gitu when someone is not comfortable. Dan contohnya gini deh, when this person see me happy, misalnya aku nyanyi gitu, nyanyi keras-kerasan just because I love it, and then they shut me down.
Oh.
Tapi it's actually shaming me gitu. Nah, at first it happened when I was very young gitu, dan aku menuruti. Ketika orang-orang itu, I get the message, okay, you don't want me to sing misalnya gitu ya, you don't want me to sing when I'm around you because it's loud and maybe it's annoying for you, whatever. Terus dia gitu, yaudah aku berhenti tuh nyanyi, dan not just in front of this person, but in front of everyone who is close to me.
Oh.
Dan the irony is, I'm also a singer gitu loh, dan aku ngeliat kalau penyanyi-penyanyi lain, kayak mereka pede banget ya, nyanyi aja gitu. It's like, aku sampai mikir kayak, how gimana caranya that feeling datang ke mereka, dimana mereka ngerasa I'm allowed, gue boleh kayak gini. I don't have that feeling.
Aku pernah
kecuali aku di panggung atau lagi dalam studio rekaman yang aku harus nyanyi, atau aku di kamar mandi
itu kan
sendirian.
Kerjaan.
Iya, tapi when I'm like I just wanna do it, I don't have the courage to do it anymore.
Aku pernah dibilang, even if you're feeling sad or depressed atau apa, smile. Eventually when you go on smiling, you will feel like always smiling. You are changing the
brain chemistry.
The internal workings of your brain. Jadi dari yang tadinya sedih banget, I know it's a huge effort. Lagi udah yang parah banget hatinya, udah you're so heartbroken, or you're under so much stress gitu, and then you smile. Somebody had taught me that dulu banget, and I've tried to do that. Jadi itu kalaupun lagi sedih atau I'm stressed about something, itu I tell myself, okay, 2 menit nih, you're allowed to be sad, to cry 2 menit. Setelah ini 2 menit udah selesai, udah nggak boleh lagi, udah harus sembuh. So in that way, I'm acknowledging that I'm feeling this emotion, tapi I give myself that 2 minute space, because I'm the sort of person itu kalau udah lagi kebawa emosi, ya memang kebawaannya parah banget. Jadi I make sure 2 minutes, done, smile, you go on with your life again, because ya udah, life goes on. There's nothing you can't do, there's nothing you can't deal with. At least that's my personal experience. So kalau seumpamanya pun juga ada something goes wrong at work, for example, ini gimana ya. Ya udah, oke, stop mikir dulu 2 menit, sampai yang udah bakal sedih, oh my god, this could happen, kalau ini terjadi ini gimana, all those thoughts, 2 minutes done, and I set an alarm. Pas udah ding ding, udah oke, stop, ini udah harus ditutup, dan kita kerja lagi sekarang.
Oh, and you practice that ya?
I mean, I think it's the best thing in life to do, because ya udah sedih kan. Mau berapa lama sih sedihnya? Mau berantem pun, let's say with somebody that I love, mau berapa lama sih berantemnya? At the end of the day kan I love that person, whoever it is, you know. So ya udah berantem sekali kan. I mean, satu hari juga berapa jam? Udah cukup lah, udah capek marah ya.
Dan itu draining juga ya.
It takes out so much energy from you. Oh my god, untuk ini, he did this, she did that, blah blah blah. Kayaknya udah ya, capek. Udah lah, nggak usah lagi deh. Yaudah deh, kita duduk sekarang, kita ngobrol. Let's talk about it. I'm like that with my husband as well. I'm like that with my brother and my sister, with my best friends, with everybody. Okay, you know what? Sekarang lagi marah, kita jangan ngomong dulu, tunggu dulu. I'll come to you when I've cooled down. Ntar kita ngobrol. Because udah marah.
Nanti nyesel ujung-ujungnya, ada kata-kata yang kita keluarin yang we don't mean it.
Yes, a lot of things are said in anger that you don't mean. Tapi kan sekali udah dibicarakan, gak bisa diambil balik kan?
Iya.
Tapi
it
orang
stays
itu,
in the memory.
Yes, dan orang itu kan udah langsung kenusuk di hati gitu.
Iya.
Because you might not mean it, then the next day you're like, I shouldn't have said that ya, because kayaknya I didn't mean it at all. The other person has heard it already.
Yes, that's correct.
How does your daughter deal with you being at shooting the whole day? Kapan-kapan pulangnya sampai malam gitu, sampai pagi gitu bisa juga. How does she deal with that?
I share bagi waktu ya sama mantan suamiku. So usually my daughter is with me on weekends, and weekdays dia sama my ex-husband. Tapi kalau misalnya ada syuting seperti sekarang nih, jadi kan pengecualian ya, because the jadwal is berbeda kan, nggak yang rutin sama gitu kan setiap minggunya. Jadi everything is adjustable sih, and of course she says that, oh ibu bakal syuting banyak ya, jadi kita ketemunya nanti gimana? I'm gonna miss you. She's very expressive, dia bilang, so I'm gonna miss you ibu, pokoknya ibu pas sempet ibu sama aku ya. Gitu. I just do my best aja.
Kalau seumpamanya Sienna bilang sama Caca, Bu, aku mau jadi pemain sinetron, pemain film at like a very early age, what would you do?
Of course, I'm gonna discuss it dengan ayahnya, and see each other's view on her desire. And then kalau dari aku sih aku akan misalnya kita akan go on that journey gitu ya, kita approve misalnya. Tapi of course we're gonna educate her dulu, what's gonna happen, pros and cons-nya apa, if she really wanna do this, nanti ini bisa terjadi, bagusnya ini, nggak enak ini, so she's well prepared gitu, and she's entering into something that she's already udah ada pengetahuan lah gitu in the back of her mind.
Would you allow her though to do what you did?
I never really think this through, because I can see that she has that desire untuk express tuh gede banget, dan dia suka banget nyanyi, dia suka banget kalau aku shoot dia pakai kamera gitu, terus dia kayak suka tampil perform tuh dia suka. I see that in her, so I will support it only if she's pertama yang kayak aku dulu ya, pendidikannya tetap jalan dan she can still have that normal experience of growing up gitu. So when it's ketika itu tidak membuat dia drain physically, mentally, dan how to handle stress, aku akan equip dia dengan itu juga. So there's gonna be a lot of preparation and education for her to go through dulu sih pastinya.
You said that she likes to perform kan?
Kelihatan.
My daughter itu minta aku bikin live di Instagram. Itu yang dia lagi masak. Satu itu, satu lagi dia lagi bikin eksperimen for a candle.
Oh wow. Okay.
Jadi dia tuh
DIY.
Yes, DIY. Yes.
Wow.
Yang masaknya juga kita nonton di TikTok. Itu ada yang lagi bikin roti coklat. Tapi roti coklatnya yang digoreng gitu. It's delicious. It's absolutely fattening and delicious. Tapi memang enak banget. So she was like, okay, I'll make this and you video me. I was like, okay. Terus kalau ada pertanyaan gimana? She's like, okay, you read it out to me and I will answer. And her confidence, her poise, itu cara dia jawabnya, ketawanya so natural that a couple of people actually were like, ini mau nggak nih jadi aktris? Ini biarin di sekolah dulu aja, ntar pas udah lebih besar dan terserah. Because cita-citanya itu to be a doctor during the day, a gymnast during the night.
Oh my God.
She wants to become a chef. She wants to become an alien, a unicorn, and a rock. So itu pas aku nanya sama dia, okay, doctor, I understand. Gymnast, I understand. Alien, I can still understand. Unicorn also masih bisa. Why a rock? She's like, I don't know, I just like rocks. I was like, oh.
Kalau Sian cita-cita itu apa sih tanya? Mau jadi apa? I wanna become a software engineer.
Wah, mantap.
I was like, what? I'm not even sure she understands what it means gitu ya.
You'll be surprised loh.
Wah, itu benar-benar jawaban yang wow. Dan one more thing ya about social media use. Jadi aku dan Ben, ayahnya Sienna, mantan suamiku itu sepakat bahwa Sienna jangan pakai social media dulu, because it can be a source of kalau misalnya kita post something on Instagram, terus kalau misalnya kita sebagai public figure atau influencer, we need engagement, we need likes yang banyak misalnya. Tapi when you're not in those industry, and then you find validation in other
likes,
people's, giving you likes, it's not healthy kan. So I feel like sebelum Sienna masuk ke dunia social media, kita perlu educate dia about don't ever seek approval from that gitu, because it can get you into that cycle kan. Satu like itu nambah hormon dopamin di kepala kita gitu, yang bikin kita happy, dan it can become addictive. So I think I need to educate her on that first before she go into that. Dan dunia entertainment sangat lekat dengan getting people's approval,
Yes.
and validation kan.
Yes.
Gitu. So I think it's something that she needs to be full dulu tuh dari dalam gitu.
Tapi sekarang it's very difficult to do that, because at least for me pas masih kecil, yes, I was encouraged by my parents to do terserah mau bikin apa aja, asal itu you feel it's the right thing to do. Silakan, I will support you completely. Tapi yang dari society lain kan, it was don't talk too much, don't be so loud, don't do this, don't do that. Untungnya aja di rumah itu papa and mama were like, terserah, You know, what do you want to do? So you go ahead and do that. So today I'm seeing that with my daughter. Itu dia yang ada opinion, itu dia nggak takut untuk ngomong. So I'm like, pat, I've done a good job, you know. And ada yang pernah bilang sama aku, that, Jal, ini kayaknya you need to tone down her spirit dikit ya. I was like, no, I will not do that. Malah I will encourage her to fly even more. Because antar pas she goes out into the real world without me, itu dia udah harus bisa berdiri atas kaki dia sendiri, itu udah bisa mandiri, udah bisa confident of herself. Sekarang kan masih, she's already doing something. Ada temen dia, ini aku sampai ketawa banget, and I was like, oh my god, fantastic. Ada temen dia yang bilang, pas aku lagi di sekolah, and I heard them talking, and then my daughter said something, and temen dia bilang, Ananya, you're so weird. And my daughter looks at her and says, thank you. I was like, mantap deh ini. There are times that I tell her, Ananya, oh my god, you know, you're so funny, you're so weird. She looks at me, so are you. I was like,
it's like you guys are celebrating each other.
I was like, you're
the way you are.
Absolutely right. So am I. And you know what? We're unique, and that's awesome.
Yes.
And then we'll do a little dance gitu around the living room.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I see her today with my husband, with her brother, with her brother's friends. Itu tuh dia nggak ada takutnya sama sekali. The only thing I tell her, state your opinion, raise your voice, just don't be rude. Itu aja. That's the only thing you need to remember. And dia tuh yang, she's so sweet, she's so loving. Itu tuh kalau kapan-kapan she's doing something ya, she'll come to me, she'll kiss me. I love you, mama. I'm like, aw, you know, you're so cute gitu. And my son is also the same way. I still tell everybody I'm training my son untuk istri dia entar gitu. Jadi sebelum taruh telepon, it's okay bye mama, I love you. Dari sekarang tuh udah biasa, sebelum taruh telepon tuh udah I love you dulu. I think his wife's gonna thank me, man. Serious.
That's very important. See,
it is very important.
A boy's relationship with her mother to determine his relationship with
his
her
wife future on.
With his wife,
Because there was a thing, no, before you marry a man, you see how he treats his mother.
Yes.
Which is very true. It's really very true. Jadi for me, it's, yaudah deh, pokoknya nanti jangan sampai my future daughter-in-law tells me, yeah, you didn't do a very good job, you know, no. Now she can't say anything like that. Tapi, I mean, both my children are fantastic. They are very loving, they're very mature, especially my son. And I feel itu memang, tapi social media, what we were talking about tadi, there are some things that is shown on YouTube, not just on YouTube, but sometimes on Nickelodeon, in Disney, which maybe it's okay for a bule kid, yeah. Tapi for kita yang masih Asians, sometimes I'm like, really? They're talking about this in cartoons? Or sometimes it's like that, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
All I can do is teach them apa yang benar, apa yang enggak. Jadi, yeah, I can't shield them atau protect them gitu the whole time sampai taruh bubble, nggak boleh tahu ini, nggak boleh tahu itu. So my thing with them is whatever you want to know, I will explain it to you. I will tell you the truth and explain it to you. But there are some things which are not age appropriate. Jadi if I feel that something is not age appropriate, I will tell you and we'll talk about it later. Okay. Gitu. Tapi I will never lie to you about anything. Jadi ada sesuatu yang my daughter asked me, are you going to sleep now? Something very simple, yeah. Are you going to sleep now? And I was very tired and I just wanted to have some me time of 5 minutes. Gitu. Actually, yeah, I'm going to sleep now. She's looking, you're lying to me. You promised you would never lie to me. Wow. Begitu banyak shock gitu, you're lying. So just to make sure that it isn't a lie, itu aku sampai naik ke atas ke tempat tidur, lie down untuk 5 menit, just to keep my promise that I'm not lying.
Yes.
You know. Yes. Tapi I feel that trust factor between parent and child is very important also.
Very.
Because without the trust factor, there will be no bonding. Yes, exactly. this world today is memang udah begitu luas, and so much of information is available everywhere.
Yes.
So that trust factor has to be there. That okay, you know what? Aku udah denger ini, kayaknya lebih enak pulang ngomong sama mama dulu. Apakah ini benar nggak ya?
Aduh, itu penting banget sih. Because right, if you don't trust the closest, most important person in your life,
Yes.
you can never trust anyone else.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that.
Kayak kita mikir paling deket aja gue dihianatin atau dibohongin. Yeah, other people would do. Why wouldn't other people do the same?
Do worse than this actually, can. I mean, yeah,
It's
trust.
a hard thing to build kalau
Yes.
udah lost di dalam parent kita ya, dengan kita misalnya.
Bener banget. Oke, Caca kan sekarang memang lagi syuting untuk film di Arjuna Mega Films. Apa tentang peran ini yang menarik kepada Caca? Kenapa mau ambil peran ini?
Pertama karena ceritanya sangat powerful. When I first heard the story, itu I was so engaged in listening to how the story goes. Terus what the character experience gitu. Terus the message of the story for the audience nantinya itu juga sangat very empowering and very strong. So that makes me like, wow, I feel so grateful gitu loh, aku bisa involved di dalam film ini because, and the funny thing was, I told you about this I think before, just 3 days or 2 days before we met to talk about this movie, itu aku baru aja ngeluarin sebuah vlog on my YouTube about empowerment, about kebangkitan.
Yes,
Dan this movie is about kebangkitan kan.
Benar. Dan
itu kayak synchronize banget gitu dengan what I just did to myself, for myself, and for the world to see gitu kan ibaratnya. And that is what is actually going on in the story of this movie. So kayak gila sih ini bisa match gitu loh kayak with my mission. So I'm just honored to be part of this because it's very powerful.
Thank you. I agree with you. It's a very powerful movie because di sini tuh kita, what we are showing is just because you've hit rock bottom doesn't mean you need to stay there kan. Siapa aja, kapan aja bisa aja bangkit. Gak usah dibawa terus. What would you do today for the future women, for the future girls who want to enter the business world? Mau acting ke, mau perusahaan ke, apa aja? What would you say to them?
I would tell them, kita itu nggak harus tahu dari awal, step by step, how to-nya tuh nanti kalau udah sampai di tahap ini nanti gimana ya, gue buta nih di area itu, gue belum tahu, and then we don't go, we don't execute, kita nggak jadi ngelakuin that thing we want to do gitu. Now I want to tell them that we don't need to know the how, just jump, and then you'll attract the right people. If you believe that you belong in that profesi misalnya, atau in that you have a mission and you want to make that happen, if you believe that you belong in that action, then you will attract gitu, bakal ketarik aja orang-orang yang tepat, and then the right conversation will suddenly just come up, and then tiba-tiba kita ngeliat website atau Instagram, and then we just suddenly connect dengan orang-orang yang tepat gitu. So I will tell them to just believe in their intuition, believe in the cause they want to stand for, and just jump. Masalah how to-nya itu akan terbuka dengan sendirinya satu persatu di tengah jalan nanti gitu.
Awal-awal itu Caca ngomong energy, the right sort of energy. Terus ini juga it's you attract that right sort of people. So you believe in the energy of each person, in the energy of the universe. Jadi it's, I'm gonna put myself out there, and what I need will come to me.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you learn about that? I mean, how do you practice that? How did you learn about that?
I learned about that. I believe ya semua anak kecil know this.
Yes.
But then dengan kita ketemu dengan society dan pemikiran-pemikiran yang udah terprogram gitu ya, kita jadi shut down our intuition and our connection with the universe. as we grow up we shut them down, terus kita operate kayak orang yang we don't have that higher power gitu loh, we don't have that ability to do magical big things gitu, karena kita ngerasa yaudah we should just follow all the rules, work like this like that, and kayak gitu lah intinya. Tapi as time goes aku banyak belajar tentang personal growth, spirituality from many different sources, and then ya udah banyak dari mereka yang mengajarkan dan mengingatkan aku lagi gitu about that our ability to actually attract what we believe we are. Jadi kan kalau orang dengan kata-kata law of attraction kan seakan-akan kayak you have to know what you want karena the universe will give you what you want. Tapi actually that's not completely correct. Jadi yang benar, the universe will not give you what you want. The universe will give you
what you need.
Who you are.
Who you are.
Yes, the universe will give you who you are. So kalau misalnya aku mau jadi kayak Elon Musk, misalnya aku pengen bikin community masyarakat di dunia, aku pengen pindahin ke Mars. And then aku kan I have no experience, no one has that experience, nobody knows how to do that. Tapi I have to believe that I'm in that mission, that I belong, I have that capacity. Aku harus percaya dulu aku bisa menjadi orang itu. Ketika aku udah berdiri ketika aku udah embody belief itu, dan aku percaya I can do this, how to-nya tuh akan kebuka dengan sendirinya, dan I will gather people yang ternyata bisa give ideas like this and that, yang bisa memperkaya misiku untuk tercapai sebenarnya gitu. Jadi
very interesting.
So embody your belief, dan itu needs daily practice.
Susah banget sih, Cak. Bukannya itu gampang ya.
Nggak kayak kita mikir sekali aja, oke gue mau jadi kayak Madonna gitu, terus udah besok jadi kayak gitu. It's not magical, nggak gaib atau magical yang tiba-tiba jadi gitu kan, nggak gitu juga. But I believe in that, our relationship with the universe, with the higher self, with God gitu, itu bisa kita pererat.
So you open yourself up to the energies gitu kan. You attract that right sort of energy towards you, which will help you on your mission.
Yes, in every kind of sector of life. Mulai dari being selective of the conversations I involve myself in, entah digitally ataupun ngomong langsung. Kalau ada conversation yang menurut aku won't make my vibrations jadi higher, won't make me be more enlightened atau belajar, I will exclude myself. Aku bakal kayak gue nggak mau gabung dalam conversation ini lebih jauh, atau sampai mengatur aku kan baru pindah rumah, mengatur dekorasi rumah, because I believe your house itu is an extension of your own energy. Yes, so aku pengen aku bisa stay di rumah yang aku tuh bahagia banget, ngerasa energized banget dan inspired banget every time I'm there. So I create this space to become the space that I love every time I'm here. I know that I will be inspired to do this, to create this. Jadi apa aja sih warnanya, barang-barang yang mau aku taruh dalam situ tuh apa aja tuh semuanya aku on purpose gitu loh, aku taruh di situ tuh ada maksudnya. I have conscious purpose to put everything the way they are, the colors, and so I believe that to protect, not protect in the way that karena di luar sana banyak serangan, tapi untuk nurture our vibe, our energy is very very crucial and very important. And it's so easy to be fearful. It's so easy to be ketarik ke dalam ketakutan, ke dalam worry, anxiety, ke dalam depression karena kita fokus kepada hal-hal yang negatif gitu. But I saw this video one day by namanya Brandon Burchard. Dia bilang we can be both, we can choose whichever we want. We want to be the lion or the mouse. We want to be big, we want to be brave, atau kita mau jadi yang kecil yang memikirkan hal-hal yang see ourselves as small, fearful, punya banyak limitation. At the end of the day, kita yang milih, kita mau fokusnya kita ngelihatnya strength kita atau weakness kita, greatness kita atau limits kita. Nah, I choose to always it's a conscious practice ya, yang selalu aku latihan sampai sekarang. I never like felt like I'm the master of this gitu, enggak. But I choose to see the greatness within me and within my surroundings, and to keep doing that every single day.
That's amazing.
And that's good for your health.
You know, pas ini semua lockdown, COVID and everything, itu pertama tuh, wah baca news, wah ini lagi naik kayak gini, naik kayak gini. And finally I was like, you know what? I don't want to read it, because setiap kali lagi baca malah jadinya stres, jadinya pikiran terus. I don't want to read it. Pokoknya I will focus on raising my own vibrations, on keeping myself healthy, because kalau udah stres di sini, badan juga pasti ikut, pasti akan sakitnya cepat banget. But the moment that if I tell myself, kalau for me it's, if I tell myself, and I have taught this to my kids also, kalau seumpamanya before you go into a competition, and you say, I can't do it, I cannot, nggak mungkin menang. I've actually told my children, udah pack up, let's go home, because there's no way you're gonna win it, because you have given up before the battle has started. Udah, you've given up already. Let's go home. Let's not waste time. But if you go in with the attitude, I am going to do it. I can do it. I will do it. I am doing it. Full stop. As if no matter what happens then, you will know that you did your best.
Yes.
That is the most important thing. It's not bringing home the trophy or the medal, although that's a very good thing as well. Tapi you need to know yourself that I did my best. I gave it my all. You know, and bukannya if you don't win a trophy doesn't mean that you're not good enough. No. Maybe you're not good enough yet. You know that word yet, pas lagi ngomong sama anak-anak, pas lagi ngomong sama Sepsam, sama diriku sendiri juga. I can't do this yet. You know that yet means I will do it.
That makes a huge difference.
My daughter gymnastic kan, tadinya untuk backward bend fall something, you know, fall backwards, fall backwards itu, I can't do it mama, I can't do it mama, I can't do it mama. You can't do it yet. Practice, you will do it. After 2 days she comes to me, oh, look at me, and langsung kayak gitu. Oh my god, look at that, you know, look at that, that's amazing. It's so that word yet is so powerful and so important.
Yes.
Because hari ini nggak bisa, besok mungkin bisa, lusa mungkin bisa.
Cuma satu kata ya,
yet.
It changes the meaning from I'm limited to I have an opportunity.
I have no
to
limits.
Grow.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have no limits at all.
Yes, masih bisa. It gives hope.
I can do whatever I feel like. I can do whatever I want to do, kan?
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, if you, I went for this meditation course sekali, and di situ tuh dibilang, coba ya, kalau pagi itu pas bangun, think back pas lagi bangun pagi, and you're in a happy mood. What sort of people is it do you meet? I meet a lot of happy people, you know. That pas lagi masuk kantor, somebody goes, oh, good morning, Bu, you know, in a very cheerful voice. And then the teacher was like, okay, now think back. Kalau seumpamanya you've woken up in a really bad mood, really sad, and like, oh my god, nothing's going to go right today. What sort of people do you meet? I was like, I meet people also who make me feel worse. And then she's like, why is that? I said, because the moment I'm happy, I see the happiness in other people. I attract that happiness. But the moment I'm feeling sad about something, malahan kalau masuk kemana, Caca nggak senyum, langsung, loh, Caca has a problem with me, you know. And it becomes magnified, lebih besar gitu. Tapi kalau semuanya pas lagi happy, Caca belum senyum, Hai Ca, apa kabar?
Yes.
Langsung gitu, kan you react differently also.
Yes.
Jadi pagi, the moment when I wake up, my first thing is thank you. You know, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my beautiful family. Just thank you. That's always my thing. Just gak usah minta apa-apa deh dari Tuhan. Semuanya udah dikasih. So my thing is always thank you. That's it. You know, and I mean, I mean, we're talking right now. Itu tadi I told you, okay, let's just sit and talk. But I've learned so much from you today. Because it's the moment itu you close yourself, jadi nggak bisa, you think like, oh, I know it all. You're never gonna learn anything. Today I learned from you about dimming the light. I mean, that was a beautiful thing. You know, don't dim your light for anybody.
Yeah.
Kemarin aku lagi bicara with my nephew, and he told me something that one of his professors told him. Be luck ready.
Okay.
Be luck ready. So when he first said that, I was like, I repeated it 2-3 times. Be luck ready. So, you know, that's brilliant. Because luck comes, but if you're not ready to that energy, you shut the door.
Yeah, you won't accept that.
You won't accept it, no matter what. But he told me, if you want to start something, one is the preparations, yes. Then it's the luck to make it big, yes, correct. Then you've done all the preparations, but you're not ready for that luck, you'll fail. But if you're ready for that luck, but you've not prepared, you might succeed, but it's going to take a longer time. Tapi if you're already all prepared, and then you're ready for that luck, you're just opening yourself up to that energy. And I was like, oh my God, that is amazing. And itu bener banget kan. I mean, so many times, I'm sure for you also, itu ada beberapa hal-hal atau apa yang terjadi itu that I'm prepared already. Tapi then when something happens, it's like, you know, you're closing yourself off, and you're not ready to see that opportunity. And then malah jadi ketutup kan, atau kelewat bener. And then atau the opportunity comes, the luck is there, cuman you're not prepared. Ini gimana ya, malah then you spend more time with ini gimana ya, and you miss it again. So that be luck ready was brilliant.
That's beautiful.
Exactly, it just explains it all.
Then it's also representing the belief that we see that God and the universe is kind to us, is gonna give us luck.
Yes.
We're ready for it.
Yes, because there are some people, aku pernah ditanya, why is it some people, no matter how hard they work, they don't make it big. Maybe for some people it's very easy. You know, they don't have to work so hard, and langsung they become an overnight success. I was like, look, well, for me, I believe that even though you've worked really hard, but you've closed yourself off to everything, and pas lagi seharian, pas lagi kerja tuh, gue udah capek banget ya, ini udah pusing banget ya, ini nggak bakalan bisa ya. So you attract that energy to yourself all the time. But if you are doing something, even if it's a small thing, because I noticed this during pas lagi lockdown, mulai masak banyak di rumah karena there's nothing else to do. So kalau seumpamanya I'm trying something new, and pas sebelum mulai itu my vibration is, ini susah ya, bisa nggak ya, kayaknya nggak akan bisa. You know what, coba lah, I'll just try it, but I know it's not gonna turn out. Selalu nggak enak loh. But the moment it's a complicated thing, you know, this is going to be really fun. And it's going to be amazingly delicious. Selalu enak banget. Of course, there are times that it's hit and miss, yeah. Tapi, my thing is always open yourself up to that sort of energy. Because that's the energy that it's within all of us already. Cuman, bener yang Caca bilang, dari kecil tuh, we know it, we can feel it, tapi as we grow older, we tend to close ourselves off and conform to what society thinks is good. What's wrong with being unique? I mean, you told me once, and you have publicized it, I mean, you've spoken about it openly, that you have bipolar, which I told you at that point in time, I think you are one of the bravest people that I've ever met, because a lot of people will be like, but for you, you spoke about it so bravely, so that, who knows, at least one other person might be helped by it. And I found that so incredible. Like, ini benar-benar from the heart banget. I found that, I remember I was telling my husband, Patoni, that she's amazing. She's really amazing. She pas Caca bicara tentang bipolarnya, when she was talking to me about it, she told me everything honestly. Itu nggak ada yang, aduh bu ini. She didn't talk to me with shame. She didn't talk to me with embarrassment. Tapi it is, ya udah, this is the thing. This is what I'm doing to overcome it. Is it something that can get cured? No, but I've learned to live with it already. Now, if by my doing this, by my talking about it, can help somebody else, why not?
Yes.
Karena yang di kita kan, it's always something happens. Ada yang, let's say ya, kita lagi di jalan gitu, ada yang colek. Kita langsung, we do that, but we don't go and report it. But what we don't realize that this person mungkin aja ke wanita yang lain akan bikin yang lebih parah. Because and terus merembet until it becomes something really tragic. Padahal mulainya cuma dari dicolek aja gitu.
Yeah.
Tapi at that time kita nggak ngomong.
Yes.
Because we're embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because udahlah, aja lah. Terus juga kalau gue ngomong gak ada yang bakal percaya. That's always a thing with the women what I see in society today.
That's right. Yeah.
Ya kan?
Yeah.
I mean, has it ever happened to you that something has happened of this nature, tapi Caca tuh malahan diem because takutnya nggak ada yang akan percaya atau, you know, malahan, duh ntar apa yang bakal disalahin malahan gitu.
That happened to me when I was in masih SD. Jadi I was bullied, bukan secara, kalau contoh tadi kan lebih kayak sexual harassment. Kalau ini lebih kayak bullying. And I think there's one part yang kalau aku ceritain mungkin bisa masuk ke kategori verbal sexual harassment. When I was still in 5th grade.
Oh my god, that's like 9 years old.
Yes. Terus udah gitu, at that moment when it happened, I never shared to anyone that I was bullied. Because I don't wanna like ngerepotin atau bikin orang lain worry.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was young, growing up, that's how I operate. I don't want to make other people worry about me. Aku nggak mau menjadi beban buat orang lain, so I just kept it to myself. Terus, ya udah, as I grow older, then apa ya? There's a moment in my life where I feel like itu semua tuh terjadi. It's not something for me untuk merasa malu gitu loh, to experience that. So I finally got the apa ya, feeling that I need to speak up about everything that other people would consider as shameful gitu atau embarrassing. Tapi aku merasa kayak no, there are people who needs to hear this.
Yes.
Who needs to feel like they're not alone pertama, dan untuk ngerasa bahwa oh ini bisa di overcome ya, dan dia bisa jalanin ini, berarti gue juga bisa punya hope.
Yes.
To take care of myself better, to stand up for myself. So my mission is actually in everything I do gitu ya. Aku percaya kalau hidup aku yang namanya karya itu nggak hanya bisa aku salurkan lewat film atau lagu, tapi from my relationship with other human beings. Dari aku bangun tidur melek, aku berkomunikasi sama orang, ketemu orang lain, sampai aku tidur melek, itu adalah karya. A legacy that I will leave. Then I want my life to be impactful for other people. I want to help others stand up for themselves, especially dalam area-area atau situasi-situasi yang pernah aku alamin. Misalnya in terms of mental health, bullying, stuff like that gitu. I speak up a lot about that karena aku ngerasa aku mau jadi contoh nyata bahwa walaupun I have so many flawed experience, tapi aku masih dikasih, tapi Tuhan itu masih baik loh sama aku. Aku masih dikasih kesempatan untuk bisa bahagia. Aku masih bisa dikasih ability untuk sayang sama diriku sendiri, bahkan bangga sama diriku yang punya banyak flaw itu. Nah dan aku pengen hidden message-nya itu adalah Tuhan itu gitu ke semua orang sebenarnya. Even though you have a nasib yang buruk atau hal yang malang menimpa diri kamu, tapi sebenarnya even at that worst times, kalau kita percaya Tuhan itu punya maksud yang baik sama kita, dan everything's gonna be okay and we will always grow.
Itu kan that after the darkest night, the sun always rises.
Then nothing is permanent.
Nothing is permanent.
Everything
This too
is
shall pass.
temporary.
Everything, yeah. Happiness will pass also. Sadness will pass also. It's all a part of life.
Yes.
I really like that. So it's not just towards God, yeah, I would say, but towards the whole universe, towards the energy. Kalau seumpamanya memang kita tuh bisa percaya that ya udah, this has happened because, for me at least, I say, ya udah, God has given me this burden because He knows I'm strong enough to handle it.
Yes.
He will not give me something that I'm not strong enough to handle. Jadi kalau memang ini udah dikasih ke aku, ya udah, He knows I can handle it. He knows I'm a badass. Gitu. That's what I always tell myself.
Yes.
Tapi there are times that I'm like, really, that much of a badass? You know?
Oh
I think we can.
Kayak in a way itu bisa jadi komplimen dari Tuhan buat
Iya,
kita, tapi in a way juga kayak,
aduh, udah
is it
capek
that?
gitu.
Really have to be that massive? Gitu.
Itu, you know, sometimes, like I'm like, aduh, satu aja belum selesai, you've given me another problem already. Jadi, they're really, I actually have one quote on Facebook. I remember I posted that something like, I don't even know how many years ago. Itu, God only gives problems, issues or troubles to those who can handle it. Apparently, God thinks I'm a badass.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
But there are times that I'm like, that much of a badass? You know? Then when I tell myself, ya udah deh, terserah, udah dikasih, I'll handle it. Tapi, yeah, the only thing I ask is that you don't leave my side. Itu aja. When I feel weak, when I feel that I cannot go on anymore, I cannot handle this, you just make sure you're holding me.
Yeah.
And lift me up again and make me feel strong again. Jadi, there are times in everybody's lives that you feel so low that nothing's gonna ever go right. Those are the times that I try to remind myself, you know what? Take a few minutes, duduk diam dulu, berdoa dulu. Tell yourself, you can do this. There is nothing in life that you cannot do. You can do it all. And then, smile. And get on with your day. Get it done. Jadi kapan-kapan tuh memang gitu, like I said, sometimes apparently God thinks I'm a kick-ass badass.
Yes,
woman,
yes.
You know,
And it's not fun most
Oh,
of
yeah.
the time.
but you know,
It's a compliment, of
Yeah.
course, for our soul, for our strength. Tapi it's not always fun and easy.
to go through
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Growth is
Messy.
messy.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but something my father taught me. My father passed away some 10 years ago, and before he passed away, I asked him, "Didn't you get angry with God? You know, kok, I mean, you're such a devoted man, tapi kok nggak pernah marah, nggak pernah nanya kepada Tuhan, why? Why me?" And he said to me something that, my God, I remember it. And he said to me that, pas Tuhan kasih a good family, wealth, all these years, health, a good life. Did I ever ask God, why me? Why are you giving me all the good things? Did I ever ask God that? Yeah, kan? Jadi now He's given me this. Do I have a right to ask why me? After that day that He said that to me, first I said, okay, Lord, you know what? That touched my soul, not just my heart. After that day, apa aja that ever has happened to me, my best friend asks me, "Kok nggak pernah nanya sih kepada Tuhan, why me?" She said the same thing. You're so devoted, you pray so much. Kok nggak pernah nanya why me? I said, again, you know what? When God gave me such an amazing life, He has given me the gift of breath every morning, the ability to smile every morning. Do I ever ask Him why me? Nggak kan? Ya udah, apa aja yang dikasih, I'll accept it with a smile and a grace. You know, so I will never ask why me when there's something bad going on, because then, kalau something good is happening, also I need to ask them why me.
Yeah.
I guess it's not fair, dong.
Yeah.
Tapi itu loh, We're badasses, man.
Wow.
We're complete
So
badasses.
cool.
We can handle it all.
Yeah.
Because we are women and you know what? Kalau physically, memang laki itu lebih kuat. Let's admit that. Emotionally, I would say we're equal. In some ways, men are stronger. In some ways, women are stronger. Tapi yang lebih kuat mental. Coba kalau laki harus ngelahirin anak, mau nggak? Terus setelah satu, yang kedua, ketiga, keempat. My grandmother gave birth to 10 children. Kalau the pain that you go through as a woman for childbirth, setelah yang pertama, the man would say, "Are you insane? We're not doing this anymore." But we women, itu kesakitan itu udah dilupain. You know, so I feel women are lebih kuat mental. That's the only thing. There are some women who accept their husbands who cheat. Laki emangnya bisa? Jarang-jarang banget loh. At least from what I've seen ya, jarang-jarang banget bisa accept a woman who cheats. Because gak bisa, I can't do it. But society expects the woman, ya udah so be okay, he cheated, ya udah kan he's a man. You know, boys will be boys, which I not agree with that at all. I believe everybody's responsible for their own actions, whether it's a boy or it's a girl. Nggak ada beda. So okay, I think we can wrap this up now.
Okay.
Would you like to say anything to our viewing audience?
I'd like to say that I hope that kontribusi aku dalam apa yang akan kita kerjakan sama-sama ini bisa amplify the impact of the mission that you and all the creators of this project have. So yeah, I hope that we will touch so many hearts and make a real difference.
I mean, and you know what? With what I've seen so far, I'm sure we will. Fingers crossed, and by the grace of God, I'm sure we'll become not just a huge success, tapi we will be able to touch their hearts, like how you said. Jadi, this is a movie very close to heart.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and stay tuned untuk yang next time dengan Caca.